I think one of the first questions I want to ask you is, did the low fat era send people in the wrong direction by making them fear fat more than sugar and overall food quality?
I think that's almost certainly true, interestingly enough. So when you get to the Victorian times, the Victorians know fully well that sugar is probably the thing that is causing all sorts of difficulties like opulence, as they called it, i.e., being fat, diseases, particularly inflammatory diseases. Um, and it's sort of, to me, quite interesting um, that they got this idea. There was one particular physician, a French guy called Claude Bernard, who thought that the liver was causing diabetes because it was overproducing glucose. Now, remember that, because when we come back to talk maybe later on about what sugar really does to you, that's an important fact. And this was picked up by Victorian, 19th century doctors of all nationalities. Um, so that one of them, a chap by the name of Pavey in about 1874, um, suggested not only was sugar not a good idea, but that fat and vegetables were brilliant because they slowed the digestion. Um, but sugar advances the deposit of fat, which may prove a source of serious evil, he writes. So 19th century doctors knew perfectly well that sugar wasn't good for you. Not just sugar, any food that contained starch. And it was this William Harvey who invented what later became known as the Atkins diet, which was a diet where if you were fat, you gave up anything to do with starch or sugar and ate basically meat and leafy green vegetables and unsweetened fruits. And that carried on right up into the late 1950s, where the idea that if you wanted to lose weight, you gave up on carbohydrates. So in 1957, an internationally famous child sort of pediatrician who dealt with obesity in children called Hilda Bruch, she's based in New York, said meat is not fat producing, but foods like bread and sweets increase obesity. So the question really then is, what went wrong?